Alright, right now I'm at the point that I'm going to start drilling the hole for the bowl and for the stem. Now the first things that I need to tell you about is that how to drill. Now the drill turns in a clockwise direction. Well, that means the kids who have no idea what analog clock is, it means it turns to the right. And if you'll look right here on the edge, see if I can get in close enough, this is the cutting edge of the drill bit. There's one on each side. And what will happen when you set the drill down to drill a hole exactly where you want it, and the drill bit starts turning, it will actually walk away from the hole before it digs in and starts cutting. Then what you'll have here, as you can see, you have your hole being drilled here, but you wanted it here. In most pipes, there's really not that big a problem because you have a lot of area in here that you can have just a little bit of slop. But if you look on this end, I've got a very small hole. Then it's got to follow this line here all the way to the center, plus a little bit more. I can go a little bit farther here and it won't matter. But when I drill from here down, it is critical that I stay right there. And another problem I have is that I've got a small fracture right here. And you can follow it all the way up, and it goes all the way through the stone to the other side, and you can see it right here. And it's going to go right beside where I'm going to be drilling the hole. Now I've drawn a line from here to here, up to here, then to the center. And the reason I did that, it gives me a guide on make sure I have my drill at the proper position when I'm drilling. And the same thing applies here. Put my drill in to help ensure that I go straight to the line and go a little bit past it. Alright, to make sure I don't go any farther, what I've done is put a piece of tape on the drill bit. And I've lined it up so that when I get to this point, it goes just a little bit past the center point, right there. And that's exactly where I want to stop. I will do another tape job when I drill down from the top to the bottom because I want to stop exactly on that line, not go any farther and go through it. Hopefully it won't crack where this little fissure is right here. And to keep it from walking, what you will do many times is you'll take a smaller drill bit. Take a tiny drill bit and do the pilot hole for just an 1/8 of an inch or less deep. Then you go with the larger drill bit, then the one your actual size. This helps guide it through so you won't walk off to the edge. It's like I explained to you. You know, right here is critical. I don't have much room to mess. So if I put the drill bit here and it walks over to the top, then there's no way I can drill a hole without cracking it because it's going to be cracking all the way across the top. So once I get set up and start drilling, I'll come back and show you how I do it. Right now I'm going to do a pilot hole. Initially I'm going to put a drill bit, a file, a real tiny file right here, and I twist it. This gives me the initial hole that I want to drill, and it puts it dead center exactly where I want it. And that will help guide the drill bit into the position that I want to drill the pilot hole for the stem. There is no stem on this platform pipe, but it's just the phrase we use. Now right here you can see the pilot hole that I've drilled. My next drill bit, and I'm putting it in the vise, will be this size. And it's just to get it started right there. And with this stone being the temperature that it, or the hardness that it is, you could actually drill it with your fingers. but I'll do it with the drill bit. Put exactly on the hole, press down gently, and start turning it slow. Make sure it's lined up with your two lines. Then you can speed it up after it gets a grip inside the stone. And that is it. Now you put in the regular size bit for the actual pipe stem hole that I want. I'm drilling the hole now for the stem. And it's a pretty soft stone, so it shouldn't have any problems. But occasionally it'll get to the point where it's not cutting anymore. When that happens, stop the drill, pull it out, and you see the powder on there that's caking up. All you need to do is just tap it and it'll come off. That way it won't clog up and it'll still keep cutting straight. I've lined up the hole on this side and a hole in the center, or the lines. And I'm hopefully it'll get all the way to exactly where I want it and not have any problems. You see my tape approaching the point that I want. And I've already pre-measured. I know that's exactly how far I want to go. And I've been lucky so far, in the fissure that I've found is not going to crack. I hope not. But then again, if it does, there's only one recourse you have left. You start over. And it seems to be doing pretty well, and I'm almost at the depth I want. And it's just a little bit past the center line. That way it'll give me a little bit of slop when I do my pilot hole for my bowl. Then after I drill the pilot hole, I can make the hole a little bit larger and make it more uniform. You see, I'm pushing right now, but it's not really going anywhere because the stone itself, the powder from it, is clogging up the drill bit. You just knock it off and it'll start cutting again. You get right down to the tape, then you stop and you're finished, at least with that hole. Then you'll set it up and do the pilot hole for the bowl.